Recently, us two brothers decided to visit a small community from our time as children. Growing up only a few minutes from the location we'll be investigating tonight, we had no idea of its disturbing past. For years, this location was one of the main CN rail junction points for Cumberland County, Nova Scotia. But not too many years ago, the actual train station itself was demolished, leaving only memories of a once thriving junction point for its commuters. Now, after visiting one of the longtime residents of this community, she revealed to us some of the tragedies that took place here. One story is of a man that entered his home alone one evening, ascended his stairs, put a gun to his head, and ended his life. Another of a drowning in a nearby pond, which was used to skate and play hockey on for years. A tragic story of a horrific accident that took place on the track's overpass bridge, where multiple people were struck and killed by a speeding truck. But what would be the most unsettling and heartbreaking of them all would be the story that tells about a house fire that claimed the lives of 6 children who could not escape the inferno and now share a headstone in the local graveyard. Tonight, Ashes to Ashes investigates a house that rests target center amongst all of these cursed events. Tonight, Ashes to Ashes investigates the House of the Weeping.
Ashes to ashes, we will all fall down.
Hey guys, welcome back to Ashes to Ashes. It's been a little bit, but we are back at it. First of all, I just want to take a few minutes to just say wow for all the support we've been getting ever since Nuke from Nuke to Top 5 put our video on. A huge thank you to him. The amount of subscribers and the supports and the comments, we read everyone, we try to respond to everyone. Thank you guys so much for that. Where we're at tonight, I'm not going to reveal it because this is a small community and we don't want to really ruffle any feathers and draw any unnecessary attention to the place. But where we're at, there's been a lot of tragedy, as you've seen at the first of the video. There's been a drowning in a local pond back here. There's been a suicide right behind where I'm shooting, the opposite way I'm shooting right now. Right behind there was a guy that shot himself. There was a huge accident on a bridge near us, just really spitting distance down the road where we're sitting now, where a bunch of people were creamed by a truck, pieces everywhere. I guess I don't want to get too graphic, but the most heartbreaking one is the story of the fire, where the lamp was knocked over and 6 children were upstairs in the I guess it was like an attic area or the upstairs of the house, and they all perished in the fire. They couldn't get out. And there is a graveyard just behind us across the train tracks, which we are near train tracks. This was the main junction point for Cumberland County for this area. There used to be a train station here. It was tore down a few years back, but there is a graveyard over there, and apparently there's a grave site that has all of the children's names on it. So that's really sad. Now the place we're at right now, which I'll show you in a second, which is super creepy and super dark. I got my truck lights on. and it's still dark. We're not sure if this place is haunted, but I was talking to one of the residents here about all these things that happened, and this house is smack dab in the middle of all of it. So I can't see how all that tragedy took place and this whole land not being affected. So we are going to check out. This is an abandoned house, so that's why we're coming in here, and we're hopefully get you guys go along with us and see if we can capture anything. So let's take a look at this house. So guys, you can see we are surrounded by nothing other than my truck. We're going to try to keep our lights down. We don't want to disturb anybody. There's a neighbor that way that does know we're here. I told her we'd be here. She doesn't know what night, but I told her we'd be here. So let's check this. Maybe nothing. Just in case, I'm going to keep my lights low away from the windows. So, you focusing? Yes, you are. So, okay. So guys, like I said, we don't know much about this place, but like we always say, if you guys see or hear anything, let us know. Now someone did mention or comment about why I use sound effects. Well, I only use sound effects for mood setting, for ambience. I don't add and say, listen to that. If we hear or see something while we're here, while we're editing, there's no sound effects over that. We want you guys to hear it and see it as we do. But it's just for the feel. The sound effects in the moment. I'll probably cut down on maybe the jump scares, but we're still going to have some sound effects. Maybe later on I might do something else where you guys will have the choice of watching it with or without the sound effect. But anyway, let's have a look-see. That fireplace I was talking about? Yeah. Doesn't it like not fit here? First of all, hello? Anyone here?
That's me.
Yeah, I don't.
That's plastic on the floor.
Yeah, it's hard not to step on anything. Forget what I was going to say. There is broken windows here. I don't hear any scuffling, so I don't think there's any animals. That's another thing, guys. Not yet. Where we're at is prime bear country and coyote country. Now I know that most bears will be pretty much getting settled for the winter, but you'll still see bears that are still trying to forage for food and stuff so they're ready for the winter. And this is wildlife country where we're at, so we gotta not only look out for what might happen in here, but for what's going on outside. That was me just demonstrating.
Yeah.
You hear it?
Yeah. Don't know if it's...
We'll show you that fireplace here in a second, guys. It's pretty cool. Sounds like it's over here. Like,
Yeah, it could be water though,
could be water. It's some bassy.
because I can't hear it here. So it could be water dripping.
Well, I'm gonna take a walk over then just to see if I can pick it up on camera. Look at this fireplace, guys. This is beautiful. Not a real one, obviously, but
Yeah.
it's. You hear it?
Yeah, it's just in here.
Yeah, we're hearing the sound. Sometimes I wish I leave that at home. We're hearing a sound like a, but we're only hearing it in here. If you guys can hear that, let us know.
Yeah. I think it's like up here.
I just want to take a look and see if there's a house over there too, but I don't see any lights. I don't see any lights here. I think everybody in bed. Probably should have had a mask on in here. We have our portal as usual, but we also have a second app I want to try out. We just bought. It's called the Spiritus, and I was playing around with it a little bit there earlier today, and I kind of like it. And if we get good results off that one too, we'll start using it more. But we will try the portal in here. I know some of you guys on Facebook were mentioning we should be using the portal in different places. And as you know, what's going on in my home, you've seen it, the people that seen it with my dog. My wife says no way to an investigation in my house, so I'm respecting her wishes, but she doesn't mind if I leave a camera recording. This is just as long as I don't interact with whatever is in there. So I did have a camera set up the other night, and it recorded for 10.5 hours straight, which means I got to sit through 10.5 hours just to see down that same hallway that you guys seen the shadow.
Sorry.
My gosh, what was that?
There's that teddy bear down there, right there.
That made that sound?
Yeah, I thought it.
My gosh. Oh, my heart.
Swear to God.
I forgot what I was saying and everything.
How's it going?
Yeah, 10 hours of video I'm going to go through, and if I picked anything else up on that 10.5 hours of footage that I filmed just constantly down the hall all night while we were sleeping, I will post it. So you guys really should go over and follow us. That was you?
Yeah.
Follow us on Instagram and Facebook, or Facebook, whatever you prefer. And I usually post some of them behind the scenes stuff on there. Some of the stuff I keep to ourselves for a little bit later, but I will be posting anything on that 10.5 hours of footage. I will post it on Instagram and Facebook, and our links are down below in the description. Okay. I don't feel nothing yet. Nothing weird. Now, when I was in here in the daytime, I made it to that landing, and everything changed. Like, I didn't even get upstairs yet, and everything changed. Like, the feelings were so bad. And I will go up here, guys, for you. We can't come all the way here and not have a look. Let's try with That's different. Okay.
Something paint.
It does look like paint.
Just coming off. This is latex paint.
Yeah. Moisture getting to it. I'm not sure what they were going for. Looks like an old, oh no, that's like just a shelf for ornaments. I thought it was an old pass-through.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Well, I was just telling Chris that I was here a few days ago to just do a quick walkthrough to make sure there wasn't any animals or dangerous obstacles. And as soon as I start walking up these steps, I got to about this third step, and the feeling completely changed. And I didn't even make it up to the top step in the daytime, but I will go up tonight. And are you coming up too? Or you're gonna wait?
Oh, okay.
Okay, we'll go up there and maybe we'll try the portal upstairs. The steps are solid because I made it to like, it's crooked.
It's crooked.
Like it feels crooked, like a funhouse effect up here. It actually feels like it's gonna tilt. Hold on. If you guys see anything, tell me. I can't see, so I'm just letting you guys check it out. Hold on, I'll look the other way. Okay. Wow, is there ever, it is like a really crazy funhouse effect up here. Yeah. As soon as you step up here, you feel like you're going that way.
Yep.
There's a lock on this door, but you know I'm going to open it. Well, this floor seems pretty solid. Hello? There's the old... They even took the flue out. Yeah, good. Trust me, if anything creaks or cracks, I'll make a run for it. Alright. Alright, I just got... I don't know if I'm getting more sensitive to stuff, but it's a completely different temperature. This is weird. Actually, I'm getting chills bad. Yeah. There's definitely a different feeling in here. Well, I just wasn't sure if they were trying to keep something in.
That was like a bedroom. That's the second time, as you know. Anybody here wants to talk? Anybody here wants to talk? Anybody here wants to talk?
What was that? Me? Did you hear that? A beat. A second ago? Did you guys hear that? I can't recreate it. Oh boy. Okay, I don't know what it was.
Is there anybody in this house?
Let's say yes right off the bat. Yes. Yeah.
Male, female? Are there any children here? Where in the house are you? Do you mind that we're in this house?
You're gonna sneak. What's that?
It's a spider.
Is that a spider?
Or a mosquito.
A what?
Those are spiders. That's a spider.
Oh,
That's
gosh.
a mosquito, I think. Nope, that's a spider.
We just found, I think the camera shut off, sorry about that, but I just spotted ugliest spiders. Oh, here, have a look.
Is there anything you'd like to say to us?
So this is the new Spiritus app, guys.
Is there anybody here? Is there anybody that would like to talk to us? Deliver a message? Women or children? Any males?
Glenn?
Glenn? Is there anything else you'd like to say?
Get out. Get out right now.
Would you like us to leave? We can leave if you want us to. We just need a sign.
What was that?
Something go.
That one didn't sound very nice.
Were you the victim of any fire here? That's creepy.
That
Train.
train. But I said train, guys. There is a train track. Like I said, literally, just if you look out, if you were able to look out that window, you'd be able to see the train tracks at the end of the driveway we pulled in, just across the road. This was, like I said, the main junction for
You might be able to get video of it.
for this. Actually, you'll see some video of it at the very first, or somewhere through this video. I will post video of the train track.
How long have you been here for? Are you trapped here? It sounds like I'm the son and mom.
Maybe.
Where are you at in the house? House.
Open house, yeah. Guys, I wish you could feel what we feel. Like there's a huge funhouse effect up here. I don't know if it's the structure or if it's the way it's making us feel here. I don't know. But it does feel a lot different upstairs, I'm telling you. Believe me, guys. We're not bullcrapping you. It feels a lot different up here.
Can you say my name? Chris?
Yep. Who is he?
This is my brother.
You know my name? What's my name?
What is your name? Sound like I said Glenn again. So if it said, if that was Glenn again, that was 2 different apps that gave us the same name.
Yeah, that's right. The first one was a Portal, Glenn.
Right.
That's right too. Guys, I'm not going to recommend that you just jump into doing this stuff unless you're prepared for it. Me and Chris have actually been dealing with the paranormal for a long time. We just haven't documented it, but we've gone through a lot. And it just came to a time where we figure, hey, you know, why not get this on, get as much as we can record and show it with the world. And that's what we're doing, bringing you along, guys, or bringing you guys along with us. I will say something that it's kind of creepy to me, but all the stuff's going on around here, down here in this area, this community. I kind of spent a lot of time here, not too far from here, like maybe a 15-minute walk, a 2-minute drive, just up the road. And it's where my very first paranormal experience ever happened, was in this community. And I've always loved it here. I didn't know about all these stories until recently, but it might explain why my very first paranormal experience happened here. I was about between 8 and 10 years old. So we'll have one last look around here. This is that room that was locked up. Now, there's no power running through here. And there goes the door. But I'm not going to try to sell you guys on that because I know you couldn't see my feet. I did not touch that door, but you guys cannot see my feet, so I'm not going to. And I did have that kind of jammed. Let's see. As you can see, I'm standing back. Could you shut that door? I got it pretty jammed now, so it might not. Can you shut the door? If you guys want to, you know, make any type of sound, so go right ahead. Kind of gives us an extra verification that you guys are here. Yep. Now I should have my... I'm pretty sure I had my camera pointing at my feet that time. That was messed up. I actually had I think I had the camera pointing down so people could see I wasn't kicking it.
No,
Anyway.
nowhere near it.
No. Alright, I'm gonna come up and... I hate to leave the room now. Is there anything that wants to, anybody that wants to give us a sign we're here? I know I did read a comment that someone said that I shouldn't let on what we're doing, but it's kind of hard to come into a house with cameras and a portal app and flashlights and then not kind of get the drift of what we're doing. But I will leave it up to the spirits if they want to show. I like to be able to stand back here and show that door closing. Can you close that door one more time? I know you're not a circus act. We're just wondering if you can close it just to verify. Because this room was locked for a reason from the outside. See, guys, I'm pulling on it now, but it takes a little bit to shut that. I'm going to lock it. Hopefully I didn't let anything escape. There.
Downstairs, which to talk more?
Could you talk through that or give us a sign physically?
Is there anything you would like to say to me?
What?
Yeah, sure.
Where is she? Where's who? Lucille? See something?
Where are you sitting?
I really don't understand.
Okay, where are you at in the living room?
This is the glass everywhere. There's the view from this window, guys. Like I said, anything could come through those trees. I'm hoping not, but it would make for a good video.
Is there anything else you would like to say before I shut this off? Were you in the fire?
Sound like somebody walking over there.
Some stuff's in the bags up there because there's nothing dripping.
Okay, we're hearing some type of rustling over here. Kind of sound like someone walking over bags.
It's raining, but there's nothing.
It's raining out, but yeah, there's not a coming in the house, guys. There's not a drop of rain in the house. Sound like something walked across those, or hit those or something. I get, like, I'm cold on my right side. Why am I just cold on my right side?
So would you like to talk to me? And yes, my right hand is cold. Are you by me?
Yes.
You see him. We can hear you all. Yes, you can say stuff to us if you want to.
Would you happen to know who it was that drowned in the pond, or are you the one that drowned in the pond? Me?
That was a sentence.
And it sounds like kids. Were you the guy who committed suicide? Just down the road?
Visual. Yeah.
Seen, does it shadow? Chris just seen a shadow, guys. Dad or Dad? Are you the guy who committed suicide, or do you know his name? Ed?
That was a strong yes.
Yeah. You can't stay much longer, so if there's anything you'd like to say, now's the time.
Feel what I feel. I got tingles across my back.
Feel what I feel?
Yeah.
Yep.
I get tingles, like it was like little fingers, kind of not pushing on me, but it's like kind of massaging, like it feels like little tiny fingers. Just... Is that the children touching my back?
There's a lot of yeses there.
Who's touching my back?
Emmett again? Emmett? How many children died in the fire? Did it say 6?
Oh, it's like freezing.
Oh, this is the bathroom.
Oh, those fireworks on, like a whole screw up on the wall.
And as you can see, guys, if there's anybody who wants to start doing this, go ahead, go for it.
Just
But
do a respectable.
do respect it. Don't break anything. We're just walking around, like everybody says. Don't leave anything but footprints.
That was a sentence.
Sound like it said piss off.
In the bathroom.
Oh yeah, we were in the bathroom. Yeah. But yeah, don't break anything, guys. It's just disrespectful, and it just gives everybody else who wants to, you know, be an urbexer or a investigator in these places. It just gives us a bad name. Gives everybody a bad name when we start destroying stuff. No one would want us around after that. So yeah, just be nice.
All right, we're getting ready to leave. Last chance. Anything else you'd like to do or say? That's a full sentence. I can't make out what it's saying, but it's the same voice. And it's 3 parts.
So yeah, guys, we know you're gonna hear things that we don't. It's harder to, you know, take a deep listen when you're right in the middle of it. And I don't pick up things until usually we're editing, and you guys pick up stuff after that. So that's awesome. Just keep that up, and let us know what you think of these videos. A couple strange things happened, some noises, some feelings. I wish I could prove to you guys that I did not touch that door both times. I tried. Wait. This wasn't dark, it was white. Went right across that ceiling. Right across. I seen it go right around there.
Probably the same thing that I said.
Might have been. Okay guys, we're going to wrap things. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Huge thanks again to all you guys who subscribed, and tremendous thank you to Nuke from Nuke's Top 5. Awesome channel. I look forward to his videos every Sunday. So we're going to wrap things up. You guys let us know if you want us to keep doing, you know, abandoned places too. I know you guys really enjoyed the haunting of Gail. Quick update, I put Gail in contact with Robin. Robin is a girl that we work with now to help cleanse not only ourselves but people's houses, and she knows her stuff. We're not just going to go into a haunted home with someone having a problem and just filming and taking off. We want to help as many people as we can. That's why we brought Robin on. She's one of the team. There is, like I said, Gail is getting her house cleansed and everything she needs. Let us know if you want that filmed, because Gail said that it would be absolutely fine with her to film it. I know a lot of you guys were concerned. So she's doing. I've been keeping in contact with her. I think most of the physical attacks have slowed down, but her dogs are still being bothered. She's still hearing things and seeing things. So I will constantly update you guys on her if you guys want to hear that. And like I said, we'll record the cleansing if you want us to. Guys, I mentioned on Instagram and Facebook that this is a big area. There's a lot of alleged activity. I wasn't even told everything yet. I have a meeting I'm going to set up with the lady who was telling me all this, telling us this stuff. So I'd like to make another part of this video. We will come back very soon and maybe film those other locations if we can get to them.
So for anybody out there who's trying to find us on YouTube, if you type in Ashes, Ashes, then you'll find our videos on YouTube. For anybody who wants to pass it around, any new subscribers, just give that to them and we'll see them on our page.
But anyway, guys, until next time, please if you like, turn this notification, all that stuff. Anyway, we'll see you on the next one.
Get your hunt on, guys.